Today we're going to be going over how to use Bry-Air's equipment selection program. The first thing you're going to want to do when you get the link provided to you is you're going to want to put in your user ID and your password. Once you log into your account, the first thing you're going to see is this screen right here, where you can either go to designs that you've previously done or create a new design. For today we're going to go over how to create a new design. When you first click to create a new design, you're going to get this option to pop up right here. With this, you can put in any name you'd like to name the project. So for me, we're just going to name this test video. And then if you wanted to, later on down the line, you could actually assign people to this project as well. So for now, with the name put in, we're going to hit continue. Now, once we continue, the first thing I want to make note of is this spot up here where it says previous options. At the moment, you can see that it currently says that we have no previous options. As we start to fill this out, this side will start to show all of the options that we have previously filled out. So to start off, we're going to want to put in our project name. So again, we're going to go with test video. Then customer name. So for me, it'll be Tyler. You could also put in your business, company, anything you'd like. Once you put in your customer name, you're going to go right down below this, and it's going to ask you what the purpose of the dehumidification is. There are three options here. 1, to condition the space, 2, to provide dehumidified air to the existing system, or 3, to provide process air. You want to make sure that you select the correct one, as the questions down the line later in this process will vary depending on which answer you select. We are going to show each one of these three options so that you can see the different questions in each. To start off with, we're going to show the conditioned space. Once you decide what the purpose of your dehumidification is, you're going to want to choose where you are based at. So as you can see, you can choose the country, the state, and then the city. As for the cities, not every single city is in the database for the system. You're going to want to choose whatever is closest to you. So for me, right now, it'll be Columbus International Airport. Once you're done with that, you can just save it really quick, and then we'll continue. Now, as we hit continue, you'll see up in this top left under the previous options that we now have two selectors that popped up. If you hover over these, it'll show you the answers to the questions that you just selected. So as you can see, it shows our country, state, and the city, as well as it shows the project name, my name, and what the purpose of the dehumidification is. Once you continue, it'll show your ambient conditions based on the city that you selected. So for me, we selected Columbus International Airport. These ambient conditions go based off of data from Columbus International Airport. So for me right now, we're just going to accept this. If you have better, more accurate data for your specific town or location, you can click to override this, and then you'll be able to input your own information. After that, you will be able to go through and start answering all of your questions. If you need any help with this, please reach out to Bry-Air, as we can help you with this process if need be. For me, I'm just going to go through and select all of the options that are going to give us the best questions. As for the design conditions, this is going to be what you want the conditioned space to be. So for me, if I want the room to be around 70 degrees, that's what you're going to want to have here. And then this will also be where you select what you want the moisture in the room to be. As for conditioned space, you can choose if the construction method used throughout the space is the same or not. You can click either yes or no to that. And then for space exposure, the best option to do would be to click other for this. It'll give you the most options and allow you to pick the most thorough answers possible. So once we're done with this slide, we'll save, and then we'll continue on to the next part. Again, as you can see in the top left, all of the answers that we've just inputted now show here, and if there was something that we needed to change, you could actually click on whatever the part was, and it'll take you back to the page where you have all of this information. So we didn't actually need to change anything, so we're just going to hit continue again to go on to the next slide. So from here, you're going to start putting in information for the room that you have. So do make note of this chart of the room given in the top right. You are going to have this diagram show up multiple times throughout you answering these questions. Please make sure to stay consistent and have all of the walls marked out so you can get the correct dimensions and information provided. So for the surrounding conditions for the summer, this is what you're going to want the surrounding walls temperatures and the ceiling to be during the summertime. And then you're also going to have an option for this for the winter. So part of this will go back to your ambient conditions that we had shown earlier. So for us, for the summer, it shows that the ambient condition is around 90 to 77 degrees. So we'll actually just put in these. And then for the winter, our ambient condition shows around -6 degrees. Once you fill out your different surrounding conditions, you're going to be able to go through and start saying what kind of wall construction and insulation that you have in the room. So you're going to again want to make sure you refer to this chart and make sure you have each wall marked out so that way we get the most accurate data possible. And then for insulation, same thing. Each one of these will have a different type of insulation. And then once you select that, you can also type in what kind of insulation you have as well. Now, again, this is another spot where you're going to want to refer to the chart and make sure you have the correct walls marked out. So if you have any doors, you're going to want to put those on the space. And then if you also have any fixed openings, you're going to want to put those in as well. Again, once we're finished, we'll save and continue. Now, once we hit continue, it's going to bring up the next spot where we are going to put in the dimensions for any doors or fixed openings that you have. Again, make sure you refer to the chart in the top right beside this that shows the different wall placements. Make sure you have the right wall for your different doors or your fixed openings. Again, as you can see, it'll have a location option here where you can select which wall this is on. So again, just make sure you select the correct wall, that way we have the right dimensions. Once you go to the next slide, you're going to have a new set of options, including number of people. So for me, normally there would be about 1 to 2 people in this room, so we'll put a max of 2. And we're not really doing any exercising or anything like that, so it will just be moderate activity level. And then you'll fill in your product and process load, your internal sensible loads. Then you're also going to put in the services available, which you'll have these options to choose from. And then if you also have any configuration notes that you would like to provide with us, please put them here as well. Now, once you've filled all of those in, make sure you save this before you go, just because from this step to the next one, every once in a while the site could potentially crash. So just make sure you have everything saved and ready to go in case something does happen. Now, once we hit continue and submit on that, you're going to get the option for recommended products. For us, we're going to go with the electric source here and hit continue. Once you hit continue, you're going to get shown a new set of questions. Again, this is mainly going to be your filters required. So make sure you select the correct filters. And then this will also ask you if there is any additional equipment that you would like us to provide with the unit. Please make sure you select any additional equipment that you would like. And then once you are done, you'll hit continue. And when you're finally ready to go, you will hit submit, but we are actually going to backtrack before we go through and submit the entire thing so you can see the different options. So we're going to click to go back to the beginning. Now we're going to look at the questions with the provide dehumidified air to the existing system. Again, most of these are going to be the same. There will just be a couple of questions differed throughout this, so we are just going to go through this quickly and show you all the different options that you have available. Now we will look at the provide process error option that you could select. Once you finish filling in all of the information you need, make sure by looking through this left side that you have all of the correct data inputted before you decide to submit and move on to the next step. So for us, everything will be okay, so we're just going to click submit, and usually this will take a couple of seconds as it's gathering all of the information and compiling it for the final product. Now, as you can see, after that is finished submitting, you have the final design results. The first thing you will see once you get that finished is you will be on the option of the flow diagram that you can currently see here. Once you have finished putting in all of your information, what you're actually going to want to do for the flow diagram is to click to go to the printable view. This will open up a new tab, and what you'll want to do is go up to the top right of your browser and click to print and save this as a PDF. You're going to want to send this along to Bry-Air as well as a couple of other things. So we're going to name this flow diagram and save that. We'll go back to the design results. The other two things that you're going to want to make sure to send to Bry-Air is your design summary report and the engineering data report. So we're going to click to open the design summary report. As you can see, it opens up a new browser window with all the information that you've previously entered. Again, you want to go to print, save this as a PDF, and it'll already be named for you as the Bry-Air design summary report. So you're just going to click save, go back to your design results, and now you're going to go to the engineering data report. Again, this will show all of the information that you've already previously entered. You go up to print, save as PDF, and save it. Once you are done with all of that, you can actually go back to access any other designs you may have. So for me, we have a couple of other designs. So anytime you want to keep track of this, you can look through, see all of the designs you've previously made. And if you would like to create a new design, all you would have to do is click to the new design tab and it'll start you right back where we started off. Once you're done with everything, you can log out and close your browser. Thanks for watching.